We are staying at Biarritz for the next 2 months. Biarritz is in the French Basque country. We can see a lot of Basque influence all around us, in architecture, food, and culture. To understand the French Basque better, we visited a town just north called Bayonne, because it's known for its museums that tell the Basque stories. Bayonne is located by the Bay of Biscay and at the intersection of the two rivers, the Adour and the Nive. It was founded by the Roman Empire, but didn't have its golden ages until the 1600s under an English king once trade became important for the economy. As the town prospered, a church was gradually constructed to become the beautiful Cathédrale Sainte-Marie de Bayonne. It's an important church since it's on the Santiago Trail, or the Way of St. James. We just like the beautiful stained glass windows. Bayonne is also considered the gateway from France to Basque. Basque is a region that's partially in modern-day France and Spain. It sits along the Biscay Bay and is protected by the Pyrenees Mountains, which is a mountain range along the border of France and Spain. The people of Basque, or the Euskaldenok as they call themselves, have a completely different language from their neighbors, with no Latin roots, called Euskara.
How do we say it?
Pimpili pausa.
Pimpili pausa.
Pausa.
Actually, in Basque language, there are plenty connections to the nature. That's why Basque people came up with over 100 ways of saying butterfly.
It's the oldest continuously spoken language in all of Europe. Scientists have studied the Euskaldenok's genes and found that they are quite different from their neighbors. So they truly are as different as the Euskaldenok's claim. This is all because they have an independent and stubborn spirit. Thanks to their superior knowledge of the surrounding Pyrenees Mountains, they resisted the ruling by the Roman Empire, the Muslims, the French, and more modernly, the Spaniards. Their fighting spirits kept alive their own culture, evident in their clothing, dancing, sports, and architecture. We will be visiting the Spanish part of Basque as well, including San Sebastian and Bilbao, so tune in for more in the future. Coming back to Bayonne, we noticed that there is a mixture of old and new. Walking around the town center in the narrow alleys paved with cobblestones, we felt like we went back into history. In fact, in the public park by the riverbank, we saw a group of people dressed in the old style of clothing. They really paid a lot of attention to the details. They said they were even going to perform some old style of dancing later in the afternoon. But right next to the old churches, there are Burger Kings and McDonald's, with lots of cars zooming by on modern bridges, and people enjoying their day in the cafes along the rivers or rowing their boats in the Nive. We can see modern life in Bayonne is pretty relaxing. We really enjoyed the food in Bayonne. Around every corner we found a pastry shop or cafe. We went to a ham museum with the history of the famous Bayonne ham, made from 8 clearly defined breeds of pig reared in the area. It is awfully expensive though. We also visited a chocolate shop where we learned how to properly make chocolate. It's a lengthy process with lots of stirring. We got to taste some chocolates made from cacaos from various parts of the world. I didn't even know Vietnam and Niger produced cocas. They really do taste different. Bayonne is a colorful and bustling town with a mixture of cultures. It's a wonderful place to get yourself introduced to the history of this gateway from France to Basque country. You should visit it for yourself.